What's good, y'all? It's your guy Bendu, and we're back again today with another episode of Talks Talk with my guy Alfred with a little bit of breaking news. But before we get into that, I do want to let you guys know we're still going to be doing our show today, later on today. This is just a breaking news segment we wanted to cover, where we're going to um, talk a little bit about investments that you can do with very little capital. So we're going to go ahead and get into that later on today. But right now we're going to get into some breaking news. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Alfred take it away.
Yeah, you guys. So a lot of people are wondering why EEENF or 88, Energy Limited dropped off today. So, there's some stories about, there's issues with drilling and their samples and stuff. But that's not it, you guys. That is not it. That did not shake investor confidence. What happened was there was another massive, short selling, another massive, run on their stock, which eliminated about $250 million of market, from their market cap because there was a short run on the stock. So as we spoke earlier, there was, on the OTC, short report, OTCshortreport.com. If you look up at EEENF, you will see that there was a huge, basically, around May 30th, there's the normal sort of activity in the shorts versus the normal, trading volume. And then April 1st, there starts to be a drop off in the shorts. At the same time, there's still an increase in the volume. However, by April 5th, that totally reverses. There's a significant drop off in volume while there's a significant increase in the short volume. And that's what you guys see right there in the graph. You see a massive, drop off in volume while there is a big uptick in the shorts. And you'll see, but when that graph hits April 6th, you're going to see that those 2 points get closer to converging. And that is what caused a massive sell-off. So, or not a sell-off. What happened is there was a massive counterfeiting operation that happened at the beginning of today. And then that flooded the stock with the counterfeits. And then all those shorts came in at the end of the day. So all those guys started calling it, the stock will go back up, but all those shorts were cashed in today. So the stock dropped today because it was an organized attack by Wall Street hedge funds and the same players we were talking about in earlier videos. These same players that, the DTCC, Knight, Citadel, and the short hedge fund billionaires, or the short hedge funds, they organized this attack and withdrew $250 million from EENF, a perfectly healthy company that is sitting on oil reserves. So that's what happened.
So basically what you're saying is we're watching a naked short play out right in front of our eyes is basically what you're saying.
Jesus. This is a short attack. We don't know exactly how much of those shorts are naked. I would assume there's probably more than half of them are naked. And that's what caused the drop off in the stock. Not from some silly, news report, some news report talked about, well, there's a big drop off, hours before the drop off even happened, that, and they're attributing the drop off to, a dissatisfactory drilling report, which is untrue. The drilling report is complicated. It's not dissatisfactory. The Merlin 1 well is producing. There's a huge ton of oil underneath there. The drop off was due to this naked short attack. So
automatically in my mind, when you say that, the person who was reporting that reported it before, the drop even happened, that just bleeds that, okay, this guy's in bed with the same people that are doing this. He got this early. Now, is it normal for people to know earlier before a drop off happens or not?
Nah, of course not. And he was reporting at the same time that the drop was occurring. So, we can't say that he had insider info or anything like that. But I mean, it's pretty, for me, that's probably just a cover that was sent out by a PR firm. And then it was planted in some obscure Australian newspaper. So that's what I believe to be a cover as to what really happened. And the short report here proves it. That's all.
Okay. Now, So one of the, I guess, another question I would have is, so say, as this is happening right now, is there any way that you can fight back in the moment at all?
Yeah, absolutely. You can again contact, your CEO, the CEO of EEENF, and then have him aware that his company was short, the short attack occurred, and that there's a solution out there. I mean, Gregory Halpern, of the CEO of Max Sound, is trying to organize a class action lawsuit from all the short victims to then sue DTCC, Citadel, Knight, and the hedge funds to stop this activity from happening. That's the solution. And another solution, of course, is awareness. The public becomes more aware of the trickery that is employed by Wall Street to rob, the middle class and emerging companies of their assets. Then, that needs to happen.
Okay. And that's what we're doing on this channel. That's why we're talking about it, honestly,
right.
Man. Because, like, honestly, as soon as you called me, told me this was happening, it was kind of like, obviously, I wasn't paying attention to it because you brought it to my attention, but seeing it like take place in real time is kind of fascinating, because it does, like,
Yep.
Your everyday average American who's working and everything, like right about now, knowing the East Coast, like people are pretty much sleep now at this point. So,
yeah,
and even if they are, they're dealing with their normal lives. So, they're not really paying attention to it. So that's why I'm glad we're covering it here on the show, man. So,
absolutely.
Is there anything else about this you would like to cover for, I guess, we sign off here?
No, that's it. I mean, just you guys tune in to our video a little bit later this afternoon on this channel. You guys subscribe to this channel, and we got a series coming out every Wednesday where we're going to be talking about investments or investment opportunities for people who don't have a lot of money to throw around, but the money that they can put around can produce significant results for them over time. That's what we're going to be talking about. So look out for that.
You're going to be preaching directly to the choir with me, man. I hear that.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm going to go ahead and close it out there. Alfred, thank you again for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. Look forward to doing, the show coming out later today. And guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, hit that thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're on Odyssey, hit that flame emoji, that thumbs up emoji. And thanks for tuning in. Peace. Easy.
Bye.